Good day, adventurers. We are Imaginary Paradise, a D&D group here to share some good times and good stories among friends. It's nice to have you join our table. And now, welcome to the fantastical land of Azera.
You're sitting
Give
here
me a
asking
sec.
us if we're ready?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
my
Huh,
dumbass wasn't even ready.
I can
Patooey.
tell.
This
The
man's
fuck
just
did you
hit me
just
with
say?
patooey. He spit on me. How
I do.
fucking dare you?
That's hilarious.
Thank you for joining us. I am your daunting dungeon master Malloy, and I am joined as always by my wonderful players. Andrew, sometimes Taco.
I am here and ready to roll some dice.
What else would you be rolling? Actually, don't answer that.
Uh,
Chris.
Let's kick some ass.
Woo.
Yes, let us kick the ass. And Sheldon.
We're gonna be fine, guys. All Might's here.
Hell yeah. I had to take a second and just breathe that in for a moment.
Well, he said he's here. Like, how much
Yeah,
you
I'm
want?
here. Oh god, he's here. Anyway, as you guys may or may not know, we had some technical difficulties and ended up losing out on two of our episodes that we previously recorded. So instead of going through the fun attempting at trying to re-record it as if we hadn't done everything in the encounter before, we decided to do a detailed recap for you of the two missing episodes, as it were. The flaming obsidian boar lay dead at the feet of our heroes as we zoom back into their story. The party's combination of flying, magic, and druidic know-how managed to stop the fire that had started from spreading any further than it already had. 5 of the invading orcs that brought the boar appeared to have sided with Elias against the rest and helped him quell their uprising against them. Their de facto leader is a tall, muscular, pale gray orc with a braid in the center of his head, adorned with bones and beads that flow to the back of his skull. Wearing only a bare pelt kilt, he approached the party and proclaimed himself Pebble, son of Kragda-Ur. Kragda-Ur happens to be the leader of these strange-looking orcs with the demonic horns and spines that we've occasionally been running into. Pebble informed them that he and many of the other orcs disagreed with Kragda's plan for conquering much of the area. For this disagreement, they were either put down or put in chains. Being his son, he was lucky enough to be put in chains instead of the ground. This will be Kragda's downfall, Pebble told them with a sly smile on his face, as he had a plan. A war table formed by druidic magic assembled before them as Pebble was able to map out the areas he was aware of from their current location, where the Crackdax clan was residing. Quickly, a hatch was planned. A stealth mission with, let's say, some flair to it. Elias, who was unable to leave the forest due to his oaths and to the druidic ways, sent the party on their way with some supplies and 2 elite soldiers. Bull, the sphere-shaped raccoon, and Scout, the war-paint raccoon. He also packed them with a goopy substance that he assured the party would catch just about anything known on fire. After a good night's rest, everyone set out for their mission. Distract, infiltrate, locate, release, and fight. Upon appearing before the new fortified orc encampment, which was once where the silver-eyed seer called home, they started their plan.
You said the hatch was planned.
Yes, the hatch was planned. That hurt my brain to understand and to say.
Instead of saying a plan was hatched.
Yeah. No, I got it. The
Yeah,
hatch was planned, and are you trying to get eggs to become hatchlings? Is that
that's
the
what you
plan?
said. I don't know. That's why I was
Wait,
like, wait.
is that what I said?
100% you said that a
Oh,
hatch was planned. And I was like, wait.
fuck it.
You thought I said that?
I mean, shit happens, man.
Yeah,
What
no,
was
that was
once an
you.
open hillside with a small cave now had wooden walls of various colors raised around the cave entrance, with 2 guard towers and outside patrols constantly encircling it. Moon impatiently waited in the woods for the patrols to pass, and then quickly snuck to the wall by the western guard tower. She, like a painter strokes the canvas with paint to tell a story, used most of the flammable goop to scroll "Fuck orcs" across the wall and lighting it ablaze. They used their shadow and managed to escape back to the party, being unseen by the guards in this process. This diversion, the diversion portion of the plan was completed as quite a few orcs started to leave the encampment in an attempt to quench the fire. Using this moment, everyone quickly snuck through the main entrance after people started to go back in to look for solutions. In doing so, the party spotted a very specific rock. A rock that held a hiding secret tunnel. What? You're not gonna do
Secret
the thing?
tunnel.
There we go. I thought you were gonna do the thing. You always do the thing. They spotted the rock hiding the secret tunnel they used last time towards the eastern guard tower. Capitalizing upon the flaming distraction, everyone quickly made their way into the tunnel unnoticed. Noticing quickly that there was something wet all over the tunnel, they investigated further and realized that this liquid turned out to be oil? Seems the orcs also had a thought of using fire for a distraction or trap. However, luckily, the trap had not been tripped just yet, and some quick thinking and arcane abilities prevented this from going from bad to worse. Moonin and Aegis prestidigitated a clear path for everyone until they found the tripwire that would have caused this entire cave to go up in flames. They quickly and carefully disassembled this trap, and they then realized they were in the same room that they originally saw the refuse piles and the seer being held before. However, this room now sported a couple guards looking in the opposite direction, luckily, a sectioned off corner room, and a throne made entirely of bones of various peoples and creatures. After seeing this horrific sight, the party knew that they had to quickly leap into action. Ambushing 2 guards at the front of the main entranceway ended up alerting a third guard, and a fairly sizable battle ensued. The guards, armorless yet still armed, fought back against the thunderous spells, bladed whip strikes, and flurry of heavy punches, and some rather unexpected psychological warfare on the front of Aegis for some reason. There was significant confusion caused by Aegis successfully using psychological warfare to momentarily convince an orc that they were on their side despite currently assaulting them. While he was almost properly convinced, he was killed before he could finish making sense of the situation. But, oh well, that sounds like a him problem. After the party licked their rather minor wounds, all things considered, Pablo informed them that there were some of his people located further back into the cavern where the third guard came from. Hearing his pleas for his people, the party traveled deeper within the chief's chamber and found a metal cage holding at least 30 orcs. The floor outside the metal cage had strange markings and sigils upon it. Initially, they thought that it might have been related to the teleportation circles from underneath the Starry Isle, or the Starry Island, back in the lake near Dramene. Luckily, they were not transportation runes. However, unluckily, they were transmutation runes. Pebble confirmed that many of the strange and demonic orcs that you've been seeing around used to look fairly normal, but Kragda has been forcibly changing them using some sort of rituals, and he thinks that this is probably a part of it. Destroying these sigils the same way they did the teleporter underneath the mines before, by carving into them and changing some of them here and there. They then unlocked the metal cage and rescued the captives. Pebble managed to reunite with a few of his best warriors in a warm and loving embrace. However, they still knew that there were more orcs to free. And once again, Pebble unfurled the map to show that their next plan of attack. raid the armory and arm these orcs so they can pursue further and unlock even more people out of there. Pebble reasoned that this spot would be fairly unlikely for more guards to be patrolling at this time of day, and that they might be able to use this to their advantage if they managed to stealth their way through. In making sure that they kept a fairly sizable team, but still a fairly small team, they set out with the party, with Pebble and 4 other orcish fighters, to head to the armory. Their first obstacle appeared in the form of a barrel-chested behemoth of an orc, with terrifying horns, jagged teeth, and spines covering much of his arms and backs. This was one of the transformed orcs, now set to wander and as patrol of this section of the caverns. Luckily, what he had in strength, he seemed to lack in smarts and awareness, as he only dragged his weapon behind him and picked his nose while occasionally glancing around. They easily passed by him. They then headed into a more narrow corridor towards the armory. The dark-hewn stone walls of the corridor opened slightly to reveal a more lit room with 2 behemoths, similar to the one on patrol but a bit smaller, and an older orc man chained to the desk with a smaller chain attached for him to move around at least a little bit with. Having not been noticed quite yet, they decided it was once again ready to ambush them. They decided to take on the one on the left side of the room, while the other 5 orcs that came with them took the one on the right. Quick successive strikes, shadow displacements, and magic made quick work of this behemoth, despite its vicious counterattacks whenever it was hit. The orcs grappled their behemoth, pinned him to the ground as they lived out their wildest pro wrestling fantasies. Between spearing him, giving him an attitude adjustment, a elbow to the face, everything you can imagine.
619.
They set up a full wrestling ring. What about our raccoon buddies, Scout and Bull? Well, they were vibing, eating snacks, and cheering on the orcs in their show, because they were entertained by this. The older orc behind the counter was more than willing to help, yelling "Viva la Revolution!" as he began handing out weapons and armor to the group. Now, akin to a walking fortress, the party brought back more than enough weapons for all the fighters amongst the prisoners they saved. They nearly were caught, however, on their way back, but Scout managed to distract the behemoth before they noticed the party. What a great raccoon. He got away, luckily, and back to the party shortly after, so don't need to worry. Now that the orcs were armed, they went in search of the rest of their brethren that they knew were held in a pit, being forced to mine deeper into the hills. Our party decided to split with them. Knowing that the chief would likely return to his chambers sooner rather than later, they sat here and set up an ambush. Aegis hid behind the throne, while Eldridge casually sat upon it, as an attempt to garner his attention, and Moonin chose to cling above the doorway on the wall, right at the entrance. Pretty good plan, if you ask me. Expecting a fearsome opponent, they still underestimated what was about to ensue. Before them stood a giant of blood-red tone, coming in at 10 feet, barely making into the chamber. He had few battlements other than a blood-stained, studded great club that stood as tall as he did. A silver orb is embedded in his forehead, a square jaw, and the buffed-out physique that would make even the Greek gods swoon. He accused them of starting the fire outside, and that he had to deal with, and began his assault. Little did he know there was someone above and directly behind him, ready to strike. Getting in some surprise damage started this fight off well in the party's favor. However, Kragda did not like this. Once he regained his senses after being struck with a flurry of stunning strikes from Eldridge, he slammed his great club down and released a wide cone of flames, overtaking Aegis, Eldridge, and Eldridge's wolf Gunnulf. However, barely clinging to life and charred, Aegis blasted more magic to try to repel him. Moonin, slicing and dicing like a bladed Beyblade, caused Kragda to begin bleeding. Even more flurry of punches from Eldridge began to come forth, and then they all realized that they'd still only just started to make an impact into this massive monstrosity. Kragda wasn't done yet, and was ready for more retaliation. He grinned, embracing the pain, knowing what he would do next would be sure to change things up. He swung violently, bashing into Moonin first, dealing significant damage to both her body and her armor. This was only the backswing, though, as he swung even harder, straight down on top of Eldridge, sending him into the rocks like a hammer to a nail, forming a perfect Eldridge-sized hole. Unconscious, his eyes went dark. And then he heard beautiful birds singing. Not just any bird, though. Blaze, singing a lovely song. It warmed his ears. First, and then spread to every corner of his body and soul, bringing him back to life. Re-energized and ready to go. More magic cast, and more retaliatory great club swings, and even more blood shed. Before he could strike down another blow to Eldridge, possibly killing him, Eldridge dodged a few, Moonin dodged, attacked, and then Moonin wrapped her chain sword diagonally around Kragda's leg. She hit the button to collapse the blade and begin to shred every inch of flesh that touched upon Kragda's leg. Despite wanting to continue, Kragda could not outwill or outlive the massive damage and blood loss he had received. His body fell and began to glow as the silver orb embedded in his forehead called upon some magics as his corpse began to bloat before exploding into flames and viscera. Somehow, no one died. Besides Kragda, of course. And now we return after a month of waiting. The party in the aftermath of this violent altercation, still hearing far-off sounds of fighting going on. If I remember correctly, last time we played, the last thing you said to us, or said to me was,
Loot.
you wanted to loot.
Yes. Yeah, you know, give the DM a round of applause.
Yeah,
There
that was
you
pretty
go.
good.
That was
pretty
great.
good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
good job. Good job. Round of applause, everybody.
Heck yeah, man.
Everybody, round of applause. Great job. Great.
I felt like I was
recap.
actually good at doing something for a second there. It's weird.
No, that was great. That was great.
Yeah, that was really good, man.
I need to drink water now. That was a
No,
lot.
no, you
Fair
can't
enough.
do that. But
No. Yeah. We don't get water. You don't get water. Okay.
yeah,
I almost
you
spit my
haven't-
water
keep
out when
it
you
fair.
said that. All over my computer screen. Oh, that would have been real bad. Lou. You guys do remember that cordoned off room to the southeast of the area. Words southeast of the room, or southeast corner of the room. We'll eventually get there. I don't know when, but sometime. Do you wish to proceed through to see further into this hidden off room?
I did have a question. Was that glowing orb thing in Kragda's head, is that still there after the body disappeared, or did that also disappear when he exploded?
It is still there on the ground.
Hey, I'm gonna inspect that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know
It's
about
still
touching
covered
it.
in some chunks and some blood, but it is still there.
Do I sense the arcanas from it?
You do sense some sort of magic on it, but roll an Arcana for me to see if you can garner any more information from this object.
Bro, I think Roll20 fucked my character sheet again.
No.
I could have sworn I got Mage Hand, right?
No, I don't
from,
remember you.
No,
getting
you
Mage
did
Hand. I remember
not.
you
No.
wanting to next. Yeah, I think you said
okay.
you wanted to like next time you'd get a cantrip.
I thought I got it from a spell scroll from damn, what's his name? I thought I got Mirror Image and fucking Mage Hand. Maybe I'm wrong.
I knew you had mirror image because you used that during the last fight.
Yeah, I thought I got both scrolls. Let me check my notes real quick.
I think you didn't write notes.
He writes some notes.
I would like to take a pixie stick because I'm at 2 health.
I will allow you to roll a health die real quick.
Well, we'll say I don't have it because I don't know where my notebook is.
Your hit die is not a D4. No one's hit die is a D4.
Even I have a
Whoa,
D6.
what?
What the fuck?
Well, that's what it says on here.
Did Roll20 just fuck up everything?
I hope not. What is it? D8, right?
Should be a D8.
All right, so I'll just add 4 to that.
Sus, but I'll allow it.
It's a crit.
No, I mean, like, Roll20 has fucked me on numerous occasions. Shout out to Roll20, though. It's great, but, like, It has some glitches that really suck.
I mean, I don't see where you have anything that's fucked up.
I don't think I'm pretty sure I got Mage Hand. Yeah, I got Mage Hand.
Well, I guess you didn't add it. I don't know.
But I swore I did.
Either way, what did you roll on your Arcana, Moonin?
Oh, I did not pass.
Oh,
I got a 5 total.
Can I roll Arcana on it?
it might be magic, but it's definitely bloody.
I
And yes,
I'll roll that, but I'll get Blaze to give me a help action.
as Blaze pecks off some of the chunks of meat still on it.
25.
You know that this is just brimming with some sort of divination magic.
That's it.
Yes.
With
You
the
would need to-
25?
You would need to study this further within like some sort of actual lab to get a lot more information, like some sort of arcane lab, as this is a very high level like magical item, it seems.
Could I like put like some kind of like magic through it and figure out what it is, kind of?
You can attempt to do so. Yeah, roll a high or low.
You know what? I got an 18 and a 4. Let's go high.
All right.
Nat 20.
Hey.
There we go.
You start channeling magic through it. I would request that you write off a singular spell slot.
Doesn't matter what slot.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Not permanently, just like using, like, effectively like using a spell. As you channel your magics through this orb to try and figure out its potential secrets within, it begins to sort of glow, and more runes all over it begin to glow and more iridescent than the rest of the silver orb. And it begins to project out an image. It seems to be a large map of the continent with a couple of points here and there. You're not sure exactly off the top of your head what these might correspond to.
And we see this image?
Yes, it is. Think of like a projection that starts like a Star Wars hollow screen
like
thing
a
where
hollow.
they start,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, where it starts showing everyone around.
Can I sketch this out once I realize what it is and try to like sketch it as quickly as possible to match as quick as I can?
Roll me a sleight of hand for it.
Can I overdose on pixie sticks real quick?
I mean, you could also just rest if you would like.
Oh, are we resting?
That is an option. I mean, if you want to just get some healing, if you don't want to waste the items, you can just kind of breathe for a minute.
25 total.
I feel like we're still at war, right? Kind of.
Yeah, I thought we were still in battle.
Yeah, I feel like they're still fighting.
25 total.
You get a immaculate. You copy it down very well. You get all of the important details upon it, all of the different points on the part of the continent. The main thing that you realize while doing this with both the combined Arcana check and your sleight of hand, with the combination of everyone here's knowledge, you realize that this is not a map of the country per se. As you know it, this seems to be a much, much older map of the country, and some of the locations look a bit different than what you currently know the maps to look like.
Do I see any spot on this map that would kind of correlate to the upside down floating islands with like the tower and whatnot on it that I have a sketch of as well?
Yes, you would actually, in fact.
Oh my gosh. Is that one of like the locations of it?
It is.
Oh shit! This is a map, boys.
It's a big map. It's an important map.
This seems pretty important. I guess I pick it up, or yeah, fuck it, I'll pick it up.
I mean,
I've
in my
already
head, you
touched
had to
it.
like pick it
Yeah,
up
I
to
touched it.
imbue
Yeah.
it with magic. So yeah,
Yeah, now Sauron sees you. You're
and
marked.
a molten eye far from the distance. No,
But yeah, I just put it like, yeah, I just take it. How big is the orb?
it's.
Is
Do
it
you
like a
remember
clairvoyance
Fushigi
orb?
balls?
Are those like
No, but is it like a clairvoyance orb, like that size?
It's a bit smaller. You know, like my big
Oh, I was
D20
right.
guy I have.
Heck yeah.
My
It's like a
D20 die that I
baseball.
have. It's about
So it's
it's
like
about like a softball size.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Hell yeah.
This man had it embedded in his head.
Fushigi.
The
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
remember what the balls were, yeah, but the craggling guy had it in his head.
Yes, he had this within his skull.
Like a fool.
Give
Also,
your shit.
did you make this map on Incarnate?
Yes, I did.
I just found that the other day. I was like, this is cool.
Yeah, I use I have the premium version of Incarnate because it's pretty good actually. I enjoy it for
Yeah, I thought
crafting
about it. I was like,
things.
I'll probably spend some money and get. I was gonna be like, if you didn't know about it, I was gonna tell you.
Yeah, it's where I've made most of my maps. Shout out to them.
'Cause, yeah, it's pretty slick. Definitely recommend it.
Alrighty. You also know that there is a bit of a trace of like a sensory type of where like the actual spell clairvoyance has been cast on this as well, almost intrinsically. If you're not familiar with the spell, it basically comes down to the fact that there is a geotag effectively on this at any given time by someone whoever cast the spell on it.
Oh. Okay. Guys, we're being tracked by the orb, by the way, just to let y'all know.
Fair enough.
So when we have this with us, they will know where we're at. And I
We
think it's the silver mask wizard, if I had to guess.
we could potentially put it in the bag. I don't know if that would like mask its like clairvoyance thing, but it would at least not be. I believe not in our same area.
You know what? Oh, Moon, that's a great idea. I'll throw it in the bag.
Yeah, I'll open the bag for him to toss it in.
I like try to shoot a 3 like Curry. You want me to roll to see if I make it?
Because you asked, yes.
No.
Thinking Dex maybe. Yeah, like move it like as I'm throwing it.
Yeah.
You can either give him the help action or make a dexterity saving throw.
I'll give him the help action.
Oh. What am I making? Just a Dex?
Yeah, it'll be a dex check. You can do athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, that's the same as my Dex. Both of those. Actually, athletics is weird. First roll's a 20.
A soft 20 or a nat 20?
That's cocked. The second one's a 21. Not nat. A dirty 21. I rolled an 18 and a 19.
God damn.
Hey.
Yeah, full 3-point. You go the full distance away just to shoot this. You don't know what a 3-point shot is, but you do it anyway.
Exactly.
Moonin flies up in the air to get the proper footage for it as well. It is no backboard, all bag.
Yeah, all bag.
All extra dimensional space.
Where would you guys like to do? Where would you like to do? Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
I think we should go investigate the room that we were thinking about going to earlier.
Yeah, let's head that way.
See what's
Agreed.
there.
I don't remember if Hunin is out, but I'm gonna kind of take a second to resummon her, just because I don't remember if she's still here.
I think by the end of the fight she wasn't, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So yeah, I'll take a second.
Unfortunately, we don't have the files to find out.
Yeah, I'll bring Hunin back with as we walk.
Yeah. Your shadow sort of coalesces into a slightly taller variant of yourself, who walks beside you and gives you a sort of look of, that was tough, and you did a good fucking job.
I kind of just give a slight smile and a nod in response, and then kind of reach out and because I can't physically touch her, just kind of like pat in the air around where her head would be, and be like, just kind of keep us on guard and let us know if you see anything. And I'd send her the full like 30 feet back to kind of be our like back scout.
Bet. When you do so, you do get a little connection, as in like you feel some contact for just Like the same way you would if it was like very dense fog. Like you feel something, a little tingle of magic perhaps,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a connection that happens as you pat her head and send her to guard. Inside of this room, you see on the far wall there is a rack that has 3 robes hidden, or not hidden, hanging on them. Along the table that there is in the room as well, there's 3 books placed about with various notes and uh, scribblings of a madman of sorts around as well. There are multiple battle maps, and upon looking closer, you realize that one may not be a battle map either. Might be a treasure map. As you see a red X.
I would like to investigate the robes.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The capes that you see, all 3 of them are red. The one on the left, as you get closer, seems to have a faint smell of brimstone upon it, and there is a design around on the parts that aren't fully red are gray and black fabric strings that go across it, evoking the idea of flowing smoke. The second one is another red cape. This one with a face of a vicious dog in black and gold threads and 2 pure black stripes on the bottom. The third on the right is another red cloak. This one with a gold threaded pattern along the inner parade and intricate paisleys throughout, with a golden shield emblazoned in the middle.
What the fuck are red cloaks from? That's from something.
Skyrim.
Is it Skyrim?
No, that's the
Wait, no.
That's storm cloaks.
That's
Yeah,
Stormcloaks. You're
the
right.
white cloaks are from the Wheel of Time series.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. That's like red Aja and stuff like that. There's no cloaks. Red
Oh,
cloaks
the
is
white
from
cloaks
something.
are the Crusader hunter people,
Yeah.
like Child Valda and all
Yeah,
of
but
them.
I swear there's something that has red cloaks, but I could be wrong.
I mean, there are the
Sounds so
Red
familiar.
Wizards of Thay in D&D.
Oh, it's House Lannister in Game of
There it
Thrones.
is.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
I was
That's
like,
it.
yeah, I just said it, and I was like, no, he's
there is
right. There's something.
There is. I was like, I know there is something that is red
It's the elite
cloaks.
guards of House
Yep.
Lannister. Yeah,
That is it. Yep. 100%. I was like, dude, there's definitely something with red cloaks.
I don't remember this at all, so that's great.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds so familiar.
All right,
I'm
while
over
he's
here
looking-
I'm like, maybe the white cloaks from Wheel of Time? Like, maybe?
while he's looking at those, I want to check out these maps and see the treasure map and see what the other ones are of as well.
You see that they are the ones that are not immediately battle maps, or the first one that you see is immediately a battle map of like the sort of current area. The 2 below that are maps that have like some notations as if they were partially used as battle maps, but are actually just maps of the same area that you're in currently, like a more specific map, like for like more zoomed in than like the continental map that we have.
Like your regional and then like your
Yeah.
outer map. Got you.
That's what both the 2 under that are, except they have sort of like battle notations on them. And then the third one, but also as you look at those 2, you realize that they also are not the same time frame as one another. Based on like the different like shapes of the rivers and whatnot, you can tell that it's not the same time frame. So it turns out like a lot of these maps are from different eras of this continent.
Is there one that looks like it's recent?
The very top one is the more recent one. Yeah, the battle map.
The very top one. Oh, you said it looks like it is a battle, but does it have like placements of their current like positions and all that?
Yeah, on there it actually shows that it looks like after they had finished, because they had just called off based on like some of the notes you find, they'd finally called off the search for the seer and decided to start ramping up defense and offensive capabilities because they were going to run. Oh my god, I can't word today. They were going to set an assault for one of the towns. They hadn't decided whether it was going to be Dramane and get a smaller post first on the other side of the woods, or if they were going to go straight for Yumesa. But they were planning an attack.
Got you.
Yeah. And the fourth one you find under there has a bit of a story to it, or not a story to it, but like a bit of a writing up top being like, "There is lost treasure. I've been searching for years. Like, these are my final words. I know it is
Oh
around
my
this area,
god.
but I don't know where." And like, you see a section of the map circled, and you're not sure exactly where it is. What?
I thought you were about to go full fucking Goldie Roger on us
I
for a
left
second.
it all in one.
Come on, please. I definitely thought we were going. That's why I said, "Oh my
No.
god."
No, I wasn't gonna go. I'm not gonna rip that off. God, One Piece is so
No.
good, but I'm not. I'm not that brave, that bold.
That'd have been hilarious.
I left it all in one piece. Yar.
We're far from like the town we had left, right? Aegis'
Yeah.
town, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fairly far.
Okay.
Probably
You're
like 2
you're
or
a
3
few days out. You're
Yeah,
like,
like
I
3
think at this
days.
point about 4
Yeah.
or 5 by foot.
And Umessa and Dramene, are they like the two closest towns to them?
Yes, there are a couple
Got
small
you.
hamlets here and there where there's like
Got
one
you,
or
okay.
2 small families that live, but those are the main actual like places where there is a bigger supply of people.
Okay.
Supply? That's a weird
does
word.
does it show where the I guess like since we be at like the main headquarters or like one of the back outposts here? I guess on like their
were you
map.
pinging the map? Sorry.
No,
Oh.
on their battle map, where would like our current location be considered for them? Is that like their HQ? Are we just like one of the further outposts or something? Or like is this like the battle central or whatever?
This was and is their HQ.
All right, do they have it notated where like their next strongest forces?
It seems they had actually brought everyone here for training. This was their only spot because Kragda had been collecting people and other tribes as he's been going around the countryside, adding to both his war band and his worker slaves.
Got you. Word.
So he's just been collecting and consolidating. He hasn't tried to do too much outposting. That's what the next stage of his plans was trying to take over towns to then have outposts there.
All right, I got you.
Yeah. And Eldridge, you get a glint of something off in the corner. A sort of corner desk with a slightly ajar drawer with a couple little shiny things that catch your eye. Do you
I will
approach?
approach.
You die. No, I'm just kidding.
Bet. Okay, cool.
Said, "Oh my god!" You happen to open the drawer, and within it are 3 rubies and 2 sapphires, all about the same size as like a normal dice. So, about an inch in, I guess, diameter, if you want to go with like sort of a spherical design. All of them worth about 25 gold pieces. And a little bit further in that drawer, when you open it all the way, because you almost didn't, there is another container in there with a full-on diamond the size of your fist.
Jeez.
Excuse me. There's also, you guys all notice, as you've kind of glanced around in here a little bit, a silver mirror in the corner with a cover over it. And did anyone grab any of the capes or books or anything?
I was getting ready to take the 2 maps, the one for the treasure and then like the battle map, and I wanted to go check out those books real quick.
The capes, is there any magical properties to them?
3 of them brimming with magic.
Can I tell what they do?
Do you have the identify spell?
Fair.
No.
I guess I grab them.
You can roll a history to see if you might have read about one of them before, and that goes for everyone.
Maybe
Sure.
Arcana? Well,
No.
I guess history too. History's too.
You said history?
Yeah.
Ba-bum-bum.
And Blaze can give me the help action as he like pecks my head, making me focus, right?
For this one, I don't think he can.
I got 23.
Hell yeah.
I got an 8.
I got a 19.
I'll start with Chris. Those had 18 and 23 were the other 2.
Oh, I got a 20.
You know that the cloak on the right with the golden shield is a cloak of protection. With the 23 from Moonin, you know that the cape on the left that smells of brimstone is a cape of the Montebank.
What do I know what that is?
Do you, the person?
Do I the character? I the
If you, the
person has no
person,
idea.
knows, I will say in this case, you, the character, knows what that is.
Okay, so I just know the name of it.
You know the name of it, you've heard of it, and you know like a few stories of like it's a pretty nice cloak that can kind of it improves movement in a way. You're not in, you don't
Gotcha.
fully remember, but you know you've heard of it.
Got
I
you.
guess I grab
Uh,
the cloak of protection,
Yeah, I'll relay
whatever
that.
it does. But yeah, hell yeah.
Um, what are these books? What do I see in these books?
3 books. You see one of them is named Your Friend's Skin is Your Skin.
Oh no!
The second book is Flesh Golems for Dummies. And the third one, Granddaddy Baphomet's 101 recipes guaranteed to make something you've never seen and scar everyone you've ever known for life.
I like all of these books.
Can I read Flesh Golems for Dummies?
I was yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
just sit
can.
next to Mooney and we read that book.
Yeah, I'd like to read the recipes one.
If nobody's gonna, I will grab the capes just to have them. If nobody wants them,
I will check out your friend's skin is your skin, and yeah, I'll grab one of the other capes, the cloaks too.
okay, cool. I was like, if nobody's
Um,
gonna grab one, I'll grab one.
Yeah,
I grabbed the cloak of protection.
Okay, and you said the other one's the cloak of the monobank, and then the other one was a cloak with
A
a
dog's
face in it.
face. Yeah, a dog
Oh.
face that's made of black and gold thread with
I'll grab that
2
one.
black stripes at the bottom.
I'll grab that one.
So you grabbed all 3?
No, I grabbed the dog face one.
Oh, okay.
And I grabbed protection.
Did you want the other one, Chris, or are we going to give it to the bird?
I guess I'll grab it. I don't know what it does, but I'll grab it.
The actual bird, not Sheldon.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grab it. I just don't know what it does, but yeah, I'll grab it.
The
But
cape
he's
of
not
the
telling
mountebank.
us what any of them do.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll just grab it. Yeah, I'll take it. The cape of
Well,
what?
to
What
be
is it called?
fair, your characters don't really know.
Okay, what is it called?
Cape of the Mountebank. I will.
All I know is the books we read about these things are useless.
Like, you've heard of them like in stories.
Those stories are useless.
Yeah, I'll throw
Oh,
mine
bounce
on.
man. Wait. You got the dog one? Okay, cool. That's fine.
I mean, I'm assuming they don't like bind to us, and if they do, we'll find out real quick. But like, if it's something that my character would not be for, I'd more than likely be like, does anybody else want this? Take it.
Are you guys putting any of them on or just
Well,
grabbing
like I
them?
said, I put mine
Yeah,
on.
I put
and
mine
then
on.
Fuck it. I'll put mine on. Fuck it.
Yeah, and then I'm reading the your skin is or your friend's skin is your skin book.
The forward of that one says along the lines of, if they really are your friend, they'll give you their skin. Why wouldn't
Oh my
they? They're your
God.
friends.
This is a compelling argument.
And it basically, you go into reading it, and it's effectively a book on how to manipulate people into getting them to,
Give them
either
your skin.
give you their skin, or B, how to collect their skin without their permission to get their skin.
All right, I get deep into
It is
this
just
book.
a dumb fucking book that like an idiot who wants to get into necromancy would try and read.
Yeah, I read this book.
Wait, orcs can read?
Yeah, anyone can
Oh.
read as long as you have eyes.
The hell, Chris?
Don't be racist.
No.
My bad.
What's wrong with you, Chris?
Nah, like Faerun, especially as you've learned in Baldur's Gate 3, there's a lot of racism.
Oh yeah.
Racist.
But yeah, I put on the cape of protection and I read the book.
Which one did you grab? Flesh Golems for Dummies?
Yeah.
It goes into details of like teaching you how to sew different things to it. Like different pieces of skin from different like species. So like you can get, pieces of meat from like a dragonborn, pieces of meat from an elf, but if you sew them this specific way, they will stay together correctly. Those sorts of things. And they're like, you need at least, 20 bodies for a flesh golem. And these are the hardest pieces to get. And like, it's a lot of weird details like that. but never any of the details of actually summoning one.
Okay.
But just like, here are all the supplies and the things you would need to do to be able to do it.
That's okay. Cool.
All right, what's the cookbook about?
Oh, it's not a cookbook. As soon as you
Oh,
open
wait,
it,
is
your
it?
eyes glaze over, red fire burns in front of your eyes, and you briefly go mad for a few seconds as the
Oh,
words
God.
emblazoned in the middle of the book seem to burn into your soul.
Oh, Jesus. Great.
You take 3 points of fire damage.
I try to shut the book like with his hands. Like I grab his hands to try to shut it.
You successfully do so.
Okay.
Unlimited power.
Is dead.
My eyes!
Lightning.
Ooh.
But yeah, and then I guess for the last thing, I will inspect the silver mirror against my better judgment.
You take the rest of the cover off of it because it was to be able to see it being the silver mirror, a little bit had to be exposed. You take the rest of it off, and you see before you a nice reflection of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said you
That's it?
investigated further, do you touch it?
Is
You
there
mix
any
it.
way I can like look around it? You know, just go all around it and look for anything
without
that
touching it.
seems like. Bro, I can
Look with
definitely
just
go
your
around
eyes,
it.
making sure you're not touching it.
Yeah, like roll an arcana on it or something.
Yeah, you can. You do see that there are some like runes and whatnot that seem to be part of the just design of it that go around the perimeter
And
of
can
it.
please give me a help action?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Oh, that is a 26. Not nat 20.
You see that this is some sort of communication mirror based on the runes in the design and looking at the backside of it, seeing more runes back there that are not
Yeah.
parts of the design. You see that this is a sort of communication mirror.
Okay, I tell Eldridge and Moonin, guys, after looking at this mirror, I have a feeling this is what they use to communicate with the silver masked wizard. So, if for whatever reason we have something to say to him, we can, but I
Do these cloaks have hoods?
Yes.
We could put our hoods up and try to communicate with him and see if we could convince him that we're his pawns, learn more about his plan.
did we see anybody that wasn't an orc? We're a little small. Well, maybe we're like acolytes of him, maybe or something like that. Okay. I mean, it's worth a try.
You do remember seeing like a couple adventurers outside training when you first arrived.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I guess we can try that. He's pretty smart though, so I would say Eldridge, you stay in the back because I feel like he knows you the most.
Fair.
Then maybe you should be the one to talk to him then?
Yeah, that's that's what I'm thinking because he comes in your dreams.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just stand in a triangle formation. Oh.
Are we the
Okay.
Ginyu Force? Oh my god, are we the Ginyu Force?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm about it.
Genyu Force rules.
Okay, I put my hand on the mirror.
I put my hood up immediately.
Yeah, hood up. Obviously, we put hoods up,
Alrighty. Your face is
and we blow out the candles.
face
No
is
lights.
somewhat concealed. You touch the mirror. It sort of ripples with your when you touch it with your finger, and you sort of feel a connection of some sort of magic charge to on the other side of it.
And you hear Skype tone start up.
No, it's straight up modem noises.
Oh no.
Nah, you
It's
hear
a
AOL,
dial-up.
AOL
You hear
noises
AOL.
play.
Yeah, you hear
Yeah.
AOL.
AOL. Oh fuck! I forgot what AOL sounds like. Oh,
You know
fuck
what I
this.
did too?
Like I know what it sounds like, but I can't mimic it.
All I can think of is dial-up at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
fucking
the same
modem starting
thing.
up when you had
Yeah.
like back when you had to get on the internet using modems like straight
Yeah.
through the phone line. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old. I
Fucking
remember when the
hours.
internet was different.
When we had to spend literally 3 hours to watch one 5-minute YouTube video.
Yo.
I don't want to think about it.
The good old days, honestly.
Floppy disks.
I didn't really fuck with floppy disk. That was a little.
I had to because my AOL came in floppy disks, and I had to install it into my
At least
Windows
ours came
2000.
from CDs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
I've touched floppy disks and I've had them, but I've never really used them. Because I remember Dad for work had them, so we had a couple.
Why did they put the safe symbol and 3D print it?
Oh god. But yeah, I attempt to communicate with the mirror.
You touch the mirror, and momentarily before you, as it reverberates from your touch, you do see an individual on the other side of it start to take form. You just see as he's like writing down notes and seems to be scouring through some pages. And he just seems to turn around, just based on the body language, as you cannot see his face. You get the feeling that he has noticed something's up, and he just looks towards and he's like, I'm not supposed to have a meeting right now. Who are you?
Oh, Master, we came under attack, but we repelled them for now. I believe we actually ended up killing a couple of them. Uh, so yeah, we it's been tough though.
Who do you
Just
work
want to
for?
uh,
I can't place
it's
your
a
face. It's also really
uh,
dark, so that doesn't help.
I'm one of Kragda-Ur, I think.
Kragda.
Okay, so I was right. I was just making sure. I'm one of Kragda's adventurers that worked for him.
That explains it.
But Kragda did fall in battle.
Excuse me?
Well,
Yeah,
I reach in the bag and I pull out like the orb and kind of just hold it up, keeping my head down.
That explains the disturbance I felt. Well, what be it of the people who killed him? Where are they?
we don't know. I think we killed one of them. We killed like it was. They almost looked like a bird or something like that.
You see, like, if there was a facial expression on the mask, you'd see it just cringe and twitch a little. A bird didn't happen to have wings and pointed ears, much like an elf. When you say bird, do you?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
He sighs greatly. Understood. I'd get out of there if I were you. You see, as the vision goes dark on the mirror, and you hear a massive, like, crunching noise, and the earth
Oh
begins
god.
to shake.
I
When I
guess it's
start
time to
bolting.
go. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
probably not a good
was
idea to be inside of a mountain in the middle of an earthquake of sorts.
So that was my attempt to get him out of your dreams.
Well, we'll see how that
If he
plays
thinks
out
you're dead,
Wait,
later.
yeah.
but can he just confirm it with
But
trying to?
currently he has him shut out of his brain.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
you're
taking
He's
right.
had some
Yeah, you're
medicine
right.
that's been
So
helping with that.
we're doing
yeah,
that drug.
so if he tries to do it, he's not gonna get anybody. So then he's gonna think it's just me and you. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
I 5-headed, bro.
You either fucking rough braining it or smooth braining it, and I'm not sure which yet.
Yeah, it's time to go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Before he shut it off, he'd say, "I'm sending something on the way. Don't worry. Keep them there."
Oh.
Oh shit.
But you do still feel a shaking as it turns off.
Do we stay here? Or do we
I mean,
run? What do you want to do?
Let's no, get the
guys?
fuck out of the mountain.
Okay. Let's get all the orcs.
At
that are
least
dead.
get out of
Let's
the
get
mountain.
fuck out.
Rocks
Get the fuck
fall,
out.
everyone dies. No.
this is my biggest fear. You guys start booking it for the
I
entrance.
take a
or
pixie
the
stick,
exit.
like as we're running, real quick.
Yeah, that'd probably be smart. You guys heal up on your way. And not to show you my hand or anything, but that might be smart with the actions you guys just did.
Let me just take one of those.
And
Yeah,
as you
I'd like to. Yeah. Eat a pig
No,
stick, I
continue.
guess. Yeah, that's what we're doing, right? We're eating pig sticks while running
Haven't
out.
you already eaten like a shit ton? You rolled like 75
Dude, I'm
hit
already.
dice.
I'm overdosed. I'm overdosed. I've been rolling shit. No, I gave some to my wolf. I'm overdosed.
Oh, okay. Wolf makes sense too then. You guys book it out of this sort of section, heading towards where you guys know the other orcs were trying to liberate the rest of their friends and families. Upon approaching, you see the guards that they had mentioned before, because you do know that they said that the flaming boar was one of 3 creatures that were left over. You found the other 2 now. One is a massive metallic bull with 2 horns that expel from both the left and right side of its head, who seems to be raging and fighting multiple orcs at the moment. However, you notice that on his head is both Scout and Bull seeming to be riding him and using him to attack the enemy orcs, not the ally orcs, as 2 behemoth orcs that you guys fought before with all the spines that attacked you when you attacked them are impaled on each of its horns. One on each side, and you see many of the enemy orcs are either dropping their weapons or fleeing seeing this as they are riding towards them. The other beast that you happen to see looks like a weasel with switchblades that is just spinning around and just slicing and dicing through everyone and everything in its path. And it looks
How
borderline rabid.
how close are they together?
The 2 animals,
Yeah.
they're about like 20 feet from one another.
Alright, I'll use fireball.
Pause. Said Bull and Scout were on top of the Gorgon.
I know, right? What?
I
I
aim
want to
to the
make
bottom.
sure.
You can put fireball wherever.
That's
You
right.
can put it at
No,
any part.
because you're the evoker. Yeah.
No, I can literally sculpt it. I don't have to hit anybody.
The other
What?
thing is, they're fighting your enemies right now, not your allies. I want you to know that.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, they're fighting your enemies. It seems Bull and Scout have taken them onto your side.
Yeah, they're fucking up the orcs.
Oh, see, I thought they were fucking up the good orcs. Okay.
No, they're fucking up.
That's on
They have 2 behemoths, the big that attacked you when you attacked them.
Yeah.
The one that had the reaction attacks.
Yeah.
They have 2 of those big guys, one on each horn. Just
Oh.
impaled. Like, not
Okay.
alive.
Okay. Bet.
So, where would you like to cast this fireball? The sky?
Nowhere. You kind of see me pull it up, then I realize, I think they're on our side.
Yeah, you see that the bull seems to be fun. The weasel, time of its life. Pebble and the rest are currently filing people out while there's like a wall of orcs fighting behind them. They're adding to the weapons and people in the fight slowly but surely by grabbing people out of the pit.
Shield wall!
Yeah, full on shield wall with like rocks and shit because they don't have too many shields. I don't know why I'm dying all of a sudden, but I am. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water.
I mean, rocks work. Just look at the monster hunter, the chicken that shits on you with a rock.
Oh, I don't care about chicken shitting on rocks. Ah,
Yeah, but if a frog had wings, would it still bump it? Oh, fuck. Bump its ass.
You fucked up.
Jesus.
man, you even fucked up the fucked up saying that our dad would say to us. Frog had wings, would it bump its ass?
I was gonna say bump for some reason.
Would bump. Bump.
Bump. Would it bump? But yeah, I guess we just help out with the fight to get the fuck out this mountain, right?
Yeah, you see as it starts shaking more, more and more of the orcs on the enemy side are being like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not about this. I'm not full in for it.
Switch sides. Or just run.
Hypothetically speaking, if you had the head of Kragda, which is exploded, you probably could get many of them to switch sides. But, oh well.
I minor illusion the head of Kragda as I just throw it up in the air around them.
Hold on. Click minor illusion for me real quick. I'm just curious.
Wait, 5
His
foot.
head would fit in less than a 5-foot cube. His head wouldn't need to make a sound if it's dead.
Light, smell, or any other would need it.
Well,
I mean, if someone inspected it, you can make it smell like death. So
Yeah, you can cast prestidigitation on it.
I gave them a roll to see. They see that head, and a bunch of them just immediately drop their weapons and then just start running. A good half of them are gone now. Because they look and they go, oh, fuck this. We are not about this life. We're only here because we had to and we wanted to live. Fuck this shit. And start heading out. And you see a lot of, and as more and more of the imprisoned orcs get out during this jailbreak, the forces are being pushed further and further to the entrance. And before long, all of you reach outside. And you see why you started to hear and feel all the shaking. As before you see a horrid sight of 2 humongous spiders the size of one of the messes from Yume Sa.
Oh fuck!
Legs the size of trees, assaulting the ground nearby, indiscriminately striking at people. And I would like you guys to roll initiative.
Guys,
you done
I don't know if we
fucked
have
up.
this.
As you guys done fucked up.
13.
I got a 16.
And I need to go grab my pencil from the other room. So
12.
So these spiders definitely have the skull symbol as the health bar.
Oh man, just kind of from range, like in games you can't.
They get to disengage and get full health and then run after us again.
Honestly.
Well,
All right, boys, I'm opening the 8 gates.
you're gonna die, but at least it'll be worth it. Cause ain't nobody able to revivify you.
Fair enough. Somebody actually made Guy Sensei as a D&D.
Damn, I could see that though.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
at
sure
challenge
he's-
level 20.
Yeah, I was
Oh
gonna say,
my
I'm sure he's
God.
busted.
Challenge level 20, that is high. Holy shit.
Yeah, the gates bonus actions are fucking cracked.
Yeah. Gates were pretty good. I can't lie.
I'm back now.
8th gate plus 9 AC.
I feel like we didn't fuck up. I feel like we did good.
Okay, when I say you fucked up, I mean I had a plan for a bunch of this, and you guys changed the entire order of it so fucking quickly. Which I really should have anticipated if I had looked at things better. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. All right, what was everyone's initiatives?
Mine was a 13, Andrew was 16, and
Okay.
Smoonin was 12, yeah.
I was thinking 16 or 17, so thank you.
First time Andrew is ahead of me.
Right?
I'm at the top. I mean, luckily, I don't think these spiders can bite you. They can just stomp you.
You're just master daddy long legs.
Yeah, so I'm like, bro, if they're that big, you know how long it would take to move
From
their head in
Kobold
for a bite?
Press's Creature Codex, it is a Goliath long leg.
Oh my gosh.
That is its
Oh,
name.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I am literally envisioning it perfectly. Gotcha.
It is a gargantuan monstrosity.
Yeah, gotcha. I am picturing it perfect. Probably should have short rested for some key points for Chris
Shit.
and actions.
Yeah.
But we live and we learn, boys. Can I transfer real quick?
Fuck off.
Misty
Dude,
steps to the top.
just
Let's
just
just get to this. Let's just get to the top of the spider, bro. You can't do anything to us.
Hey Andrew, just sit on my shoulder and trance like Toad Sage form. Just
For
I'll just
4
run around.
hours. For 4
Yeah, for 4
hours.
hours.
During a fight, yeah, I'm down. And now we start Naruto D&D. Confirmed.
Eh.
I'm gonna play
Alrighty.
Pain.
First things first, as you guys come out, you see that it has spit out a web and pulled a group of about 10 orcs up to it and is just crunching down on them one by one.
Is it focusing the orcs, or are these the orcs we came with?
It is not focusing anyone in particular, it's just
Murder.
indiscriminately
I
destroying and
got
killing.
you. I got you.
Basically, you get the feeling that when Silverface heard Kragda was dead and that Bird was here. But also
No, I
keep
said
in
Bird was
mind.
dead.
Huh?
I said Bird was dead.
Oh, that's what you were trying to say. I thought you said that just the bird was one of them. I didn't remember you saying the bird was the one that you killed.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
we
he said we
did.
killed.
Literally
did.
said the bird
He
was dead.
did.
That is on me. That is on me. I misunderstood.
I
But
don't know how, but
Andrew, how many times in my life have I misunderstood something and you not known how? It's at least
I don't
once a
know.
day. Anyway, he sent. You can get the feeling he sent them in response to being like, "Well, that pawn's off the table. Might as well hit the reset button." Anyway, Pebble looks at you with a face of horror and being like, what do we do? What the fuck do we do?"
So we can try to kill him or we can run.
We gotta find a snow speeder.
But I don't know
Get
how
some
we can
rope.
run. I think
Yeah,
we
I
almost have to fight him.
I don't think we can run either. I think this is either
We all
life
live
or
or we
death.
all die.
Yeah.
Well, or some of us die and some of us live, but I guess we just try. We got this. I give him a very, very half-assed smile and a thumbs up.
A shaky thumbs up.
Yeah.
He gives you a shaky one as well, and he just shrugs and goes, "Well, not how I thought today was going." And it is your turn, Taco, as you are first in the order.
I rain a fireball down.
Eh?
Hopefully being able to hit both.
Both spiders?
Yeah.
No.
With a 40-foot diameter. I can't touch a leg or anything.
I gotta check how big Gargantuan is real quick. And then
Oh
I'll be able
my
to answer that
God.
better.
Yeah, I'm just looking to hit like a edge of a leg.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
And it is a 40-foot diameter. And you know what? I will just roll it with this to help math. It's 8. Oh,
Wow, good
oh,
roll.
fuck!
They are
I let it
20
go.
foot in each direction, so yeah, you would be able to get them if they were still 20 feet apart. So yeah, that works. You'd be able to hit both.
They take 32 damage on a failed, on a save 16. DC 15 dexterity saving throw for both of them.
I got a 12 and a 14.
They take 32 fire damage. And their webs probably will light on fire.
They do. It burns their face. Roll an extra 2d8 for the one that was eating.
Yeah, all their webs within the area are straight destroyed. 7, 3, 10.
To 10. But
Yeah. Yeah, if there's any webs around, that is instantly engulfed in flames. The orcs that were alive, I'm just going to assume they were bad orcs. Because they ran out first. Trying to escape the fight. Fuck them. Sacrifices have to be made. Ain't that right, Pebble?
I suppose so.
He's about to start seeing you laughing.
Our people must continue.
Andrew's villain arc starting now.
I think those were villains, right? Right? Those were bad orcs. I mean, they were going to get eaten, though, right?
Something tells me good and bad will fall here.
Yeah. Well, I hurt them a little bit, I think. Fuck them.
Oh yeah, no, you hurt them a good little bit for sure.
And I will try to, like, spread out from everybody. I'll try to go on my own way. And what did the cloak of protection do, by the way? Because I have it on.
You have to attune to that one first. The only one
Uh,
of those that doesn't require attunement to use is the Cape of the Montebank.
Oh, okay. So does that benefit me right now?
Do you want to cast Dimension Door?
oh,
Oh yeah, so I can jump on top of its face and then just fucking slam it into the ground.
Also, upon this fireball, you see that you destroy one of the legs and completely engulfing it on one of the spiders, and it basically forcibly takes its own leg off to prevent it from spreading further. And you see you destroyed two of the legs on the other one.
Jesus. And I, God, I don't remember if I've phase stepped. I won't use it because I don't remember. But yeah, I'll try to move away from everybody else. Basically. So yeah. And that's what I did. And that is my turn.
Sorry, I was yawning. My bad. That brings us to the allies' turn.
Dare you?
Oh, yeah. I forget. You're small, but you have magic. We might have a chance. You see as he picks up his great axe. Soldiers, on me! And you see as he charges in. We fight this spider or we fall today. Your choice. And he begins just a war cry and starts charging in. And you see his most faithful five follower, or his most faithful four that came with you to the armory, begin following him, screaming and doing the same thing as him, running in. As they take a few strikes at him. Hit.
Yeah, clearing all that webbing is kind of clutch.
It really
I can't
is.
lie.
Of course, the one that was close to critting was a fucking cocked dice. So I got a whole one hit in on him,
Oh god, hell
despite
yeah.
rolling 5 attacks.
Did you say 5?
I
Yep.
did. Because 5
Yeah,
orcs ran
5
in.
people. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, orcs attacking, not orcs being attacked.
I thought you meant the spider attacked 5 times, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, don't worry. The one that attacks least is about to attack 6 times. Because it's the spider's turn! As you see the Goliath Longleg that lost 2 of its legs begins to go forwards, approaching the orcs that it was just attacked by. It moves its legs over them, getting even closer to you as well, and starts attacking violently around it. It reaches down and makes one bite at Pebble. Yes, it can reach down and bite.
Oh god, Pebble, no!
See, as he has to make a con save as he bites in for try and get away from the venom. And Pebble rolls a fucking 20 on his con save, taking no
Yes!
poison damage, flexing the poison out of his wounds.
That's my boy.
And then the spider begins to move its tree trunk like legs and smashing into people. It's going to make 2 attacks at you guys. I'm going to do one at Moonin and one at Eldridge, and then the rest are at the orcs. Because yes, it can make 1 bite attack and then as many leg attacks as it has legs. I assume a 22 hits?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You take 8 piercing damage as its leg slams into you.
You're okay.
Does a 20 hit, Eldridge?
No.
8 more piercing damage into you as another leg slams into you. Miss an orc. Crit miss an orc. It stumbles and it can only take 1 more attack now. 17 will hit. Alrighty. And you see as the other spider begins to attack just randomly at all the rest of the orcs trying to escape, crushing quite a few of them. Some are trying to retaliate back, and you see that they are striking into it as well. Not many of them managing to connect very well, but still dealing a little bit of damage. Chris, it is now your turn.
Wait, so Dimension Door is an action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can take one person with you.
Yeah, I was gonna teleport me and Moon in right on top of it and just fucking like jump down and like prominence burn the bitch.
I mean, to be fair.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Facts.
but I would burn my action.
But
So
you're
I
a
guess-
monk. Your bonus action's good.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
that. I'll do
you
Dimension
still
Door.
get a punch.
I would
Do
like to
the
Dimension
thing.
Door.
Yes, he's doing the thing.
You grab the cape and you feel some magic within your body correspond to it, and you know that you want to use it, and it knows that you want to use it. And magic begins to form a door in front of you. What do you say to Moonin before you run through?
Nothing. I just grab him and I just toss him in.
Any reaction, Moonin?
I mean, probably just the initial like, what the fuck, and then I get thrown through a portal.
And how far up would you like to go? I guess I should ask, do you know what Dimension Door does, or should I pull it up for you?
Teleport.
It is. So how far above do you want to teleport is the question.
Do I get extra gravity damage?
Yes, but you also take it.
Oh fuck.
I mean,
Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll go. Moonin flies. So
I was gonna say, if anything, I could also just grab you.
Yeah, he has a range of 500 feet. Jesus.
Yeah, 500.
I think fall damage caps out at like 10d6 damage. Maybe it's 20d6.
As long as I get to deal that to the spider, I will sacrifice myself.
You know how many turns you're gonna be
Become a
falling for, by the
comet.
way?
Okay, no, I'll just be
Teleports
right above
into
it. It'll just be
space.
right above it. It'll just be right above it.
Literally.
I will teleport right above it, and I will strike at it downwards. Oh wait, I'll burn on Moxie to get 2 attack. Does a 22 hit?
It does. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to read falling damage thing.
Okay, so I don't remember if I used second wind during our last session.
I actually don't believe you did.
You did
Oh,
not. I
top
think
of
you only
my
action
head.
surged. I think you only
So
action
yeah,
surged.
I didn't think so. Cool. Because like I thought about that, I was like, oh fuck. Because I do realize I don't have any more incarnations of Hoonin. It's gonna be interesting.
It's time to become a regular fighter, Sheldon.
I don't want to do
Swing that
it.
sword.
Alright, see, I don't take fall damage.
Wait, yeah, you are a monk-like character. Do you not take fall damage? Do you have something that reduces it or anything? Or is that
No,
just
that was just me
monks?
joking. That was just monks. I'm just joking.
Okay.
But I mean, if you don't want me to take fall damage, then I will accept it gracefully.
Oh no, you're taking fall damage. I just want to know how far above it.
5 feet above it. 5 feet above
How
it.
far
I'm just
above
jumping
it
down
would you
on
like
it.
to drop?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
just
not gonna
5 feet?
kill myself.
Oh, you don't want to risk the falling damage?
Unless it deals it to it, I'll risk
It does.
but...
You just also take it. It's 1d6 per 10 feet.
Fuck it, do 20 feet. I'm going in.
Yeah. So feel free to do the attack you said.
22
22 to hit, or is that the damage?
to hit.
Okay. I was gonna say, goddamn.
I clicked too much. It's the 5, the first 5. That's actually low. That's fucking sucks.
You add 2d6.
I want to die. I rolled 2 1s.
Hey, at least you only took 2 damage.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Sheldon, your turn.
Hey.
Wait, I don't get my second attack? What?
You got flurry of blows?
I used a Moxie point.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I forgot that you said that. My bad.
Get it.
10 damage.
What the fuck?
Okay, so I met my push to talk to enter, the other enter, and I didn't realize it would do both enters. So that's what's fucking up. So it's fine. Just take the first number.
Can do. Alrighty. Now it's your turn, Sheldon, as you see your friend pull you through a dimensional door right above the spider's head. You're a good, 50 to 60 feet in the air. Solid distance above. And you're just like, what the fuck? When did you learn to do that? And it is now your turn.
Yeah. Then excuse me. Then I guess I'll mitigate my fall damage a bit to do one extra. I guess D6 is it D6 or D10?
D6.
D6. I'll mitigate it to do one extra D6, and I'll attack this thing.
Bet. Do a slammy slam and see what you bammy bam. Fammy fam.
Actually, no. I'm gonna keep myself the 50 feet in the air. Let
think
me
he only
just
went
double
20
check
feet in the air.
something.
Yeah, it was only 20 feet above him, but he could probably
Oh.
go the 30 feet up and then.
Oh, I thought you said 60 or 50. My bad.
Oh yeah, as
Um,
in that's how high you are in the air in general.
Got you.
And
I'm
then
just
it's
20 feet above
that's
him.
it's like that's the distance from the ground, and you're 20 feet above the spoder.
I got you. Then yeah, I'll fly up a bit higher. I'll fly up to about 30 feet higher. And I'm gonna shoot it with Eldritch Blasts.
God damn right.
So, light. I'm gonna say the first one hits because it's base 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hey, and then the second one.
It does seem to have a thick carapace. However, you guys have destroyed its carapace each time you've made connection. So
I don't roll to hit, so
And then 19 to hit with that because it's just my charisma, right? And my proficiency.
yeah, for Eldritch Blast to hit is charisma plus that, and then damage is just charisma.
19 total on that one, which it is a D8. So beat this one. So 2 D8s. Hey,
Eldritch Blast is a 10.
don't do it. Is it a 10?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That's a 12. That's not the one I want.
Close.
Oh. I don't believe I have agonizing. Yeah, I don't have agonizing. So it would just be the base roll, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so 3 for the first hit.
Bet.
Ooh, 1 for the second.
Ooh.
And then I'll move back down because I moved up like
30 feet.
Yeah, I moved up about 30 feet. So I'll move back down the 5. I guess I'll shoot it again because I can't really take the damage at the moment. Yeah, so I'll just shoot at it again, and then I'll get shit ready for the next round.
As in, like, your second blast or your first blast?
That was the 2 blasts. I get extra attack though.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to cantrips.
Does it not?
No.
That's why
Really?
there's no point being like a fighter with like a wizard. Yeah, extra attack doesn't count with magic.
Got you.
Unless
Well then,
you're either an Eldritch Knight, the updated one, or a Blade Singer.
Well then, what we will do instead is I will use my second wind and get my health back for my bonus action.
Hell yeah. It's always a good option.
10. Oh, that was absolute garbage. It's plus my fire level, which were 3, 5. So 8 points back. Literally puts me right back to where I was a second ago.
Hell yeah. Before you got smushed. Man, what is this, Australia? We have a spider hunting a bird.
Right.
That's kind of terrifying.
What's terrifying is that's not an exaggeration. Their spiders hunt birds, and that's
I
horrifying.
know. I know. Then again, there is catfish that eat people.
Yeah, I mean, catfish are fucking huge.
They can
But
be,
yeah,
for sure.
I'll move down the 5 feet so that way I'm at like 25 feet above it.
Bet.
And I'm a plunge down on it and attack it with my sword.
Oh.
Is that instead of the Eldritch Blast?
Well, I can't do Eldritch Blast twice.
Yeah. So are you doing the 2 attacks instead of Eldritch Blast?
Oh, do I have to choose one or the other?
Yeah.
I can't use like my first action to Eldritch Blast and then the extra attack to drop.
So, like, it's a magic action to cast a spell of any kind. It doesn't count as an attack, so you can't split them up. So it's either you use your action to spell or use your action to attack.
Got you.
Yeah. No, it's not
Then,
very
yeah.
clear. It's actually
Yeah,
that,
then-
believe it or not, that's one of the
look.
main reasons why they're writing the rules and putting them out next year, is because that exact thing is now they're actually changing it to there is a magic action, and that's a part of the rules, and it's not just implied in this weird bullshit that
got
they had
you.
to say
Alright.
like a year later.
Then yeah, I'll stay at the 30 feet where I'm at them, and I will just use the 2 Eldritch Blasts as my attack and then heal. And that'll be my move.
Bet. Sorry for fucking up your turn a little bit.
Oh no,
but
you're not like I'd much rather do it correctly than fuck it
yeah.
up.
Nah, it's bullshit, dude. I've literally thought about doing so many builds, and then I remembered that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't do that. Like it's bad, but yeah.
If you try,
tough.
there is a way of getting around it, but we can discuss that another time. I've watched a lot of videos breaking characters in 5e rules as written.
But it takes
And
a
it's
lot
your
of
turn.
levels of different stuff.
Yes.
So
Or sometimes one level of cleric.
wait,
Anyway.
whose turn is it?
Yours. As we're
So
at
how
the
close
top
are the spiders
of
now?
the spider, he'd gotten about 20 feet closer to you.
No, how close are they together?
They still have about, I'd say, 25 feet between them.
Okay.
As they weren't approaching in the same direction, they were beside each other before. So like the back like left leg would be like 15 or be about 20 feet from the.
Okay, I can't hit both of them. I'm gonna shatter the one that's nearest the us.
Ooh.
Well, I guess I'm gonna shatter the one that they're not on.
Are you aiming for legs or face? Just curious.
I'm aiming for legs to knock it prone.
Bet.
Well, I don't even think that's what it does, but
See, there's actually a mechanic to it. After X amount of legs go by, there is a mechanic for knocking it prone. So,
yes. So I will.
I'm not going to tell you
shatter.
too much more than that, but there is a mechanic. So that actually is the right way of thinking.
Actually, well then I'll just I'll just shatter the one that's not near them.
Does a 5 pass?
No. So it's gonna take
Aw.
7, 9, fucking 11.
11 points of damage?
Yeah.
And that's to the other one, you said, right?
Yeah.
Righty. He doesn't seem to have destroyed a leg, but it does seem injured from that hit. As you sort of blast off a subsonic boom into its leg and carapace. A chunk comes off, but the leg is still there. That brings us to the allies. You see as he screams once more for people to start attacking. And you see that both Scout and Bull hear this call and begin leading the 2 animals that they had befriended into fighting as well. And they begin attacking the other spider, tearing through them. And let me see what they do, because those monsters that Bull and Scout have are no fucking jokes.
I mean, one's literally a Beyblade.
Attack and a miss.
Let it
That's a
rip.
miss and a miss. Only one of them hit. However, the one that hit is the fucking Bull. So give me a second. I gotta have multiple books out for this shit. I say it that way, but it's a lovingly calling it shit. Oh, it's 2d12? Jesus Christ.
Sheesh.
And you know what number I got on the 2d12? 5 altogether. So it dealt 10 piercing damage to the fucking spider. God damn it. But it's not nothing. As you see the bull tears in, pushes a bunch of orcs to the side. Some violently, some less violently. And just pierces into one of the legs, and you see you hear a horrible chittering noise of almost a scream of pain from it as you hear that connect. Kragda will also take a couple strikes. Miss, hit, miss, miss, hit. Dealing a bit more damage to the one you guys are fighting as well, as you see 2 of them strike into a leg, destroying yet another one this time around. With the combined strength of you guys, it is now down to 5 legs. And it is now the spider's turn. Should not have. I wish they hadn't rolled so close together. It misses its bite and just chomps into ground and dirt, and you see a rock is stuck in its jaw, and it no longer can bite. As it rolled a nat 1. Miss. Hit. Miss. Miss. Hit. He this time around is choosing to just attack at the orcs on the ground as they're the ones within its leg range, and they take just a bit of damage, but they are still alive and ready to strike some more into the spoder. And that brings us to Chris's turn.
Okay, so I'm clinging on it, right?
Yes, you're currently clinging on the top of it, uh, riding it like some weird, horrid carnival ride.
Fuck it. I'm gonna declare a haymaker.
Hell yeah. Disadvantage for max damage.
Oh shit! Is he gonna finally hit?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Swinging wildly.
Wait, I gotta roll disadvantage. My bad.
Yeah, so
You
just
hit.
roll one more time. And then do disadvantage for the next one.
Oh, fucking rip.
14 misses. As you punch into it and unfortunately don't connect through its thick carapace with your first strike.
Okay, my second. 25? 23?
You fucking hit the second time. You strike in the exact same place and you get purchased this time and puncture its exoskeleton. How much damage? Oh, it's max. What is your max damage?
1d6 plus 4?
10.
10.
10. Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
And then I'm gonna burn a moxie pointing at 2 more.
Bet.
19 hit?
Yes. A 19 does hit. For another 10 damage. As you're punching a joint of this of one of the joints of the leg of the spider, and you see as the entire leg falls off of this joint as you connect that second one, and it just falls over, and you see a huge dust cloud of where it lands, like a giant tree being felled.
Well, I missed my last one with the 14.
Yeah, but you did a good couple of strikes in the meantime. It looks pretty bad, but it is still up.
That is the
Sheldon,
end of my turn.
it is your turn.
I will move till I am about 10 feet over it, and I'm going to drop down and attack it twice with my sword.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, and a crit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Give me all those damage numbers.
to re-pull up my little weapon here. To D6. Okay.
Ow, fuck.
What did you do?
Oh, I just murked my fucking heel of my foot on my metal desk.
That's unfortunate.
Good job.
Or my chair or something. It hurt.
Just laugh and make you feel better.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
11 damage on the first one,
Bet.
and 10 damage on the second.
Damn. You said 10?
Yeah. Oh, and then it has to make the con saves.
Well, I rolled a nat 1 and a 2 for those two.
Hey.
So it's at what, a D8 bleed? Because I'm doing like nat 1s as 2 fails for that.
Oh, then yes, it'd be D6 currently, then.
There's a lot of nat ones you've rolled.
Uh-huh. I'm aware. I'm not happy about it. It might be time to change that D20 that you got me out. It's cursed. Nah, it's not cursed. And as you drop in, like Link using his down air in Super Smash Bros., you manage to strike into its leg and completely slice it asunder as another one falls off.
Hey.
And the spider itself falls to the ground prone, but still alive.
And then it said it was a D6 for the fall damage?
Yes.
Alright.
Shit, do I take full damage?
I think Sheldon fucking rushed down and attacked it. I don't think it died yet, Chris. So no, I wouldn't think.
Yeah,
so.
I dropped from the 10 feet above it, so it'd be the 10 feet of fall.
He leaned down, beat him, bro.
Oh, okay. I thought you knocked it down because I'm like, wait, I'm
no, is it down?
top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's
Down
prone,
A.
isn't.
Down it? Yeah, I was gonna say down beats bomb.
That's why I said down
So
here.
it'd be 4 damage to it and me, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so then 4.
Yeah, and as you strike into it, do you still have your wings
Do I
out,
have
like
my
keeping you
wings?
afloat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I need Chris. You need to make a dex save throw as the spider falls to the ground. After he ripped another one of its legs off, it is unable to balance at the moment and it falls over. Still alive.
We can fix that.
5.
That's a failure. I have just enough dice. That.
Don't like that.
Hold on a sec. I gotta, because I have some of them from when we play Marvel in the other room, so I don't have all of them. So I gotta get a couple more D6s real quick. You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall and plummet to the ground with him. You can try to roll. Do you want to stay on him on top, or do you want to fall off as you hit the ground? It won't change anything other than your positioning when it comes to your turn.
I'll try to stay on top.
All right. I just wanted to make sure for posterity's sake. Yeah, words. And that's the end of Sheldon's turn, right?
Wait, so do I need to roll to stay on top or not?
No, you're good. I just wanted to know for me.
Okay.
And oh yeah, I need to roll that for Kragda and his people. Oh, that's a fail for Pebble, not Kragda. Pass. Bet. You see as the spider falls directly on top of Pebble and his soldiers. They're trapped under him, but you can see them struggling to try and get out from under it. You know that they're still alive. But they do not look good, Aegis, as your turn comes around.
And this is the spider down or dead?
Down, but not like unconscious, just prone.
How close is it to me?
Within 10 feet of you now. As it kind of had to fall forward as its legs came out from under it, unable to support its weight.
I am gonna go up to it. Blaze is gonna give me the help action. I hope it's not resistant. As you see black start to just come from my hand, and I will use inflict wounds on it. But like a blackish purple is coming out of my hand. That's cocked.
Fucking Ganondorf punch this motherfucker.
First is we get +7, 17 to hit. Second is 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
In my head, I said it was second level, but I didn't say it out loud. So it's up to you if you allow it or not.
I will allow it because
Okay, so
you
that's
hadn't
second
rolled
level.
damage yet
Oh, first one's a 2.
this time.
Second one's a 1. 6. So we're up to a 9. 15 damage
Oof.
from 4d10.
Oof.
It's a little
hurts.
under. It's not too bad though. It could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
And then I'll fuck it. I'll back up some too. It's prone. It can't take an opportunity attack, right?
That's not how prone works.
Oh. Well, I'll stay here.
How far are you backing up?
I'm not. I'm just gonna stay here.
Oh, okay. That brings us to the allies' turn.
They all have advantage.
Huh?
They all have advantage on attacks.
They are currently trapped underneath it.
So they have triple advantage.
They're trying to not die underneath it currently.
Cut its legs off and move it away. Duh. Cut out of it. Fucking Gears of War chainsaw every single limb off.
I just rolled my dice or my die and it just landed on like it hit the dice rolling tray I have and then bounced on top of my other dice.
Hey.
Okay.
And stayed there.
Nat 20?
Actually, after I re-rolled it, yes.
Hey.
Like as you said nat 20, it hit fucking the Kraken symbol. So that's he's cheating! He's cheating! You see as Pebble gets a moment of just berserker style rage and just plants his feet. You see them go into the ground and he just pulls all of the strength seemingly out from himself deep and just pushes the spider over as it moves 5 feet to the left and him and the rest of his compatriots can get out, and 2 of them will make attacks because of the crit. Alrighty, that's 1 hit. That's not bad. Fucking minimum damage. Yay. And then the other spider will start striking at the aminals that are attacking it and the orcs. Hit, miss, hit, 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 hit. Oh god. It's a lot of hits. I'm gonna need a dice roller to just do this real quick. That's a bit of damage to those creatures. Alrighty. Chris, it is now your turn.
Okay. I would like to shift. It's a bonus action.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
As your fur begins to become even more pronounced, and your fangs and your claws sharpen, you have now assumed your shifted form, much more closely resembling the wolf within.
And I would like to do my first.
Do the thing!
Does a 17 hit
It does!
for 10 damage? Why didn't I
love
choose a
seeing
different
the
key?
10 damage and then the just flurry of other numbers.
How are you doing that, Chris?
So my keyboard is like on the far left side of my desk, and so the enter is closest to me. So I decided to set that as my push to talk. And since I am zoomed in on this, every time you hit enter, it rolls again. I didn't know that.
Okay.
14 does not hit.
It does not, unfortunately.
That will be
However,
my turn.
you do
Oh.
realize that because it's prone, you have advantage, so you can try again.
Okay.
I forgot about that with the first roll, but it hit, so I didn't think about it.
18 hit.
Yes, 18 does hit.
6
It's for another 6 damage. As you see, this spider looks incredibly bad. Ooh, just oozing with blood and other various bodily fluids. It still seems to be conscious and fighting, but it looks terrible. Sheldon, what would you like to do, old fly boy? Or
Is
fly
it still
girl?
still on the ground?
Yes.
Hey. How far beneath me is it?
Uh, given its distance off the ground, I'd say it's about 40 feet under you.
Gotcha. Then I will fly my 35 feet and I guess just hit it again with my chain whip. I'll stay the 5 feet in the air.
Hell yeah. Now, considering you'd still be, like, in the air, you're going to try and use your momentum to give you any extra damage from that? Since you're not landing and you'll be slowing down and you have a fly speed, I'll give you
sure.
half the distance, so 2d6.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Yeah. I don't see why not. If someone's flying down, especially with a weapon that comes out like your chainsword does, I don't see why that wouldn't, like, with the way inertia and everything works.
18 to hit for the first one.
Oh, that'll hit.
And then, quick question, because I meant to ask this first. So if I have to reroll, I will. I had used my my hex on a bag orc that we just killed. Would I be able to transfer that onto one of these spiders now? Or has
No,
it been too
unfortunately,
long?
that's been a bit too long. So I think
all right.
Hex only goes for like what, a minute at most.
It's an hour.
Oh, is it an hour?
Yeah, it's like an hour with concentration.
I'd say it's about to run out, but you would still have it, so you could.
Let me double check to make sure I'm telling you correctly. I'm pretty sure.
Because I know Hunter's Mark is like an hour.
Yeah, concentration for an hour.
But wouldn't he have to roll a con save?
That is true. I did take damage this last time.
Well, roll your con save real quick and let's find out.
Let's find out next time on Dragon Ball GT.
What would my con save be?
Dragon. Welcome to the Grand Tour.
Does it say on there?
What?
What would my con save be?
Your Constitution save?
Oh, I just have to pass mine? Got you.
No, you just roll the con save. It's you have to beat a 10.
Oh, okay, I beat it. I rolled 16.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then I
was like,
add
concentration
6, so.
is always half of the damage that you take, unless it's it's under 20 damage, in which case it's a minimum of 10.
Then I definitely pass, because I rolled a 16 and then I add 6, so.
God damn.
Huzzah. So cool. Then I'd transfer my hex to it. Do you want me to re-roll for that first hit?
Nah, you're good. You can go ahead and roll the extra damage. Because you have 2
Okay,
attacks, so
alright,
you'd still have to re-roll. You'd still have to roll again anyway.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus the 1, 11, 12, 13 for the base hit of the attack, 4 for the necrotic
Hell
second
yeah.
attack.
It looks very, very bad with that strike. You see as you strike into what would be like where its brain is, you see that it starts to move slightly less, but it's still biting and chomping.
20 to hit for the next attack. Not nat.
Successful hit.
Ooh. 8 damage total for that one, and then
How would you like to finish off the spider?
and then 5 for the necrotic. So I'd like to just essentially hit it and kind of like whip it in the same spot of like where its brain should be. And then we'll just let like the necrotic damage kind of start to eat away at its skull and brain, and then just kind of decay it from there.
You see as it tries to scream, it tries to roll a little bit, but it doesn't have enough muscle left. It doesn't have enough power left in it. And it just can't even bite at you because it still has a rock shoved in its mandible from when it missed and hit the ground. You see as it just starts foaming at the mouth and all of its eyes just go dark and it is unmoving.
Hey, is the other one still up?
Yes.
I
It
want to
has 7 of its 8 legs still up.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to transfer because I transferred it this time. Then yeah, that'd be the end of my turn, and I'll just kind of turn to face the next one.
That? No, your turn.
You didn't say a name.
I did, it just didn't come through, I guess. I said Taco. It is now your turn.
Oh, I was like, bro.
I was like, maybe you were peeing or something, so I was just waiting.
No, I was like, I think it's me, but like, it's still prone though.
The prone one's dead.
Okay.
The prone one in front of you is dead. The other one is about 30 feet from you, still fighting with the animals and some of the orcs.
And I will run up to that one, and I guess I will burn my last 2nd level spell. As you see, just purple and fucking black coming out of my hand.
Whoa! Oh, I
And
wonder
Blaze
what
will give
he's
me the help
doing.
action. Thank God, Blaze gave me the help action.
Please.
Oh, that
Please.
clutched. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
The first one was a like 13, I think. 24 damage. Oh no, 25 damage.
That's a good bitty bit of damage.
I think the other one was 15, so I evened it out.
You did.
Did I punch a leg off?
You managed to, as you slam your magic encrusted fist of chaotic energy into its leg, you see as the necrosis spreads from where it's at, and you see as it spreads all the way up the leg and just ashes like Thanos dusting people. As it is another leg has been destroyed.
And that will be.
You get the feeling at this point, 20 damage is the threshold to break a leg off.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get the feeling, but I am cool with that. And that is my turn.
Just saying, because I was, just to let you guys know in case you were curious as to what the threshold was. Because those 2 haymaker punches earlier were the exact number, and I was like, fuck yeah. When you told me max damage was 10, I was like, oh, that's perfect. That brings us to the allies, who now can all gang up on one of the spoders. See what happens. First off, Pebble and the boys. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a hit. And then the bull and the weasel with switchblades are going to go after it as well. The bull immediately falls over, propelling Scout and Bull forwards, who's just sort of fly directly into the leg of the spider, and Bull just completely flattens like a piece of putty across something before getting back to his normal shape and bouncing off. He seems unbothered by this, but perturbed to be launched off of his vehicle of destruction. And wow, not a single one of those. I didn't roll above a 10 on the second half of the allies' turns. with the animals.
Jesus.
I rolled a 2, a 4, an 8, and a 6. Actually, I don't think it was a 6. I think it was a 5.
Hopefully the spider keeps that energy.
Honest.
We're gonna find out.
Right.
Next up. Oh.
It is going to shoot out a web. This time, seeing its friend fallen. It's going to shoot out a web at the magic user at its feet.
Blaze lights the web on fire because he's literally a burning phoenix.
Does 16 hit you?
Yeah.
Alrighty, I need you to make a con save.
I luckily have proficiency in that, so does not matter. A 7.
You are paralyzed for the next minute,
Hell yeah.
as this webbing seems to be encased with some sort of paralytic venom as well.
Well,
I'm immune to paralyzing
That's crazy.
from sheer willpower, right? That works.
Crazy. And now it's going to make some leg attacks.
Oh, please.
Oh, I gotta see what paralyzed condition does real quick to make sure I'm doing things correctly. You're incapacitated, so you can't do your reactions and bonus actions. You automatically fail strength and dex. Attacks have advantage, and attacks are auto crits. Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna take 2 strikes at you, and then the rest at things around it.
Well, it's auto crits, right? Like you said.
If it hits,
Oh, at least has to hit.
yeah, it has to hit.
But it has advantage, right?
It has a 24 on the first one to hit you,
Oh yeah.
and an 18 on the second one.
Oh yeah.
It's not as bad as you think.
At least crit doesn't mean maximum damage, at least.
Oh, Sheldon and I played like that one time. It was a fun game.
It was
Quick game
intense.
too.
You take 16 points of piercing damage as you are completely trampled by it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't that crazy. It does a d4 plus 4 per leg hit. Miss, hit, and alright, dealing some more damage to the allies. You see as the weasel looks real bad, and the metal bull seems to be dented in quite a few spots, but the bull is still up and going. Luckily, Scout and Bowl were able to dodge and weave between things when it attacked. And that brings us to Chris.
Okay, I'd like to dude, I need to heal myself. Use a I don't have a potion. Fuck.
You can always pray.
I don't think practice.
Just attack that motherfucker.
I guess I will make my way that way
Oh
With-
god.
with health, and I will swing at it. And 11 does not hit.
It unfortunately does not hit.
Take a second attack for a 28 crit.
Yeah, I think a crit will hit. At least occasionally. You deal a nice 14 damage with that punch as you just shove your fist into one of its legs, and you hear it just hiss and chitter at you in a very angered way. Can't speak today.
I hate this. Okay, anyway, and as my bonus action, I will tell my wolf to get an attack in.
Bet. See as it hears your command, it howls and it goes in for a vicious bite into basically the same spot that you punched. And yeah, a crit will also hit. Again.
19 damage and roll a dex or con save.
It is immune to prone. Outside of
Oh,
its
you're
leg thing.
Oh, okay. So never mind.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
That being said, you do manage to destroy that leg, rendering it completely unusable for him. It's still connected, but it can't be used for any sort of attacks or anything. And that brings us to you, Sheldon.
So it's just the one still standing.
Yeah, you just got the one big ass spider wrecking shit over there.
I'm gonna move over to it with my little wingy things, and I'm gonna fucking attack it.
Yeah, go vicious bird.
18 base on hit for the first hit.
Yup.
18 base on the second hit.
He's cheating! He's cheating!
I am. No.
No, you see that second 18? That doesn't hit.
10 damage on the first hit.
Bet.
11 damage on the second.
Is that including the necrotic?
I just realized I technically forgot to move it over, so I'll use my bonus action to move over the
I
hex.
actually had already thought you did, so I'll give you the dice roll.
Hey.
Like, I already was under the impression. That's why I said. And what about the hex? What about the necrotic?
3 total for the necrotic between the two.
See, it didn't even matter that much.
Yeah. And then that'd be my rolls, my turn.
That's still some good fucking damage. You slice off and completely render another one of its legs completely unusable, as
Hey.
this threat seems to be dwindling quickly. That brings us around to Taco.
Oh, I'm paralyzed.
Yes, you are.
Oh,
I forgot about that. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn.
okay. But that's a nat 20.
Well, you are no
Hey.
longer paralyzed. You managed to both get out of the paralysis portion of it and out of the sticky portion of it at the same time. Because as you come to start being able to move, Blaze has luckily already eaten away and burnt away a bit of the web, scorching you a little bit, but it feeling more like a warm towel than it feels like a incineratory device.
Hell yeah.
But unfortunately, that is the end of your turn. And that brings us to the allies. The orcs, very tired and very worn down, but will attempt a few more strikes alongside your aminals. Pebble misses. His friend hits. Another friend hits. And another friend hits. And another friend misses. That's 3 hits. Man, why does the d12 roll so far? Alrighty. You see the busted Gorgon, which is the metallic bull, keeps charging in and attacking as well, making sure he scoops up Bowl and Scout first to make sure that they aren't attacked, and connects and does another good chunk of damage. You see another leg comes out from under it, and now it has to roll to see if it falls over, as it has gone below 4 legs. It passes, but barely. As you see, as this thing is shakily standing, that brings us to its turn. See if it gets its web back. It has to be a 5 or a 6 on a d6. I'll roll it in front of you guys. I got a 2. Not get its
Oh
web back.
yeah. Get fucked.
Yeah, it would have
Get
been real bad
fucked.
if it got around to its turn again, Taco, because it can reel up whoever it has in the web and then start eating them.
Yeah, but I got nat 20. It's fine. That'd have been bad though.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel.
Truly.
Facts.
Truly. See, as it's not going to risk trying to unbalance itself to get down to bite. It is only going to try and make leg strikes, as it needs to maintain balance. It's going to take 1 strike at each of you. Does a 18 hit you, Moonin?
No.
Actually, no, or sarcastic no?
No.
Bet. Does a 13 hit you, Eldridge?
No. No.
What about 20? Does a 20 hit you, Aegis?
Yeah. Let's say so.
8 points of piercing damage.
Damn, bro, them motherfuckers always roll
As it
max.
slams one of its legs into you.
I said them motherfuckers be rolling max each time. God damn.
I mean, it's a d4. You have a 1 in 4 chance of getting max damage.
Shit still hurts.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. You still up?
Yeah.
Too bad, it's going to keep attacking you. I'm just kidding. It is now your turn, Chris.
Shout out to that pixie stick. That's all I'm saying. I am bloodied. I am fucking bloody.
I have a feeling
I'm gonna
everyone
try to
is
punch
at
it.
this point. Yes.
16 does not hit, right?
16 matches its armor class perfectly.
Hey.
You just connect with that punch.
I'll do 6 damage and then I will strike it again. 22 hits.
Bet.
Perfect.
5 more damage.
And then as a bonus action, I will command my wolf to attack. So gun off will try to gnaw it.
Nom 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 nom.
21 hits
Yes.
for 12 damage. And that would be the end of my turn.
It also happens to be the end of the spider. So how would you like to finish off the spider?
Nice.
Oh.
I don't know. It's on 4 legs. I guess just knock it down and just
Oh, right now it's on 3 legs. It's a
jump
tripod.
up. Oh, okay. So I guess knock it down to the floor and then jump up and slam both of my arms onto its fucking eyes. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's do that.
Basically leg sweep it, and as it comes down trying to crash into the ground, you jump up and connect with it the same time it impacts, doubling up on the impact and just braining it. It is unmoving, no more chittering, and no more spider. You have successfully repelled this destructive wrath of these Goliath long legs.
Yeah, and then it explodes and like 20 ones come out of it. No, I'm kidding.
Well, that's such a good idea. It starts exploding.
No.
Oh.
More XP!
Oh, God. But yeah, holy shit.
Yeah. You see as all of the orcs begin to gather and look at both Pebble and pick him up first, and he says no. He just basically orders them, put me down. The ones you need to bring up and celebrate are those over there, and he points at you guys. The horde of orcs immediately come over you guys and just pick you up and set you down, basically after cheering on for like a good 20 minutes celebrating the fight, sitting you down at a massive table covered with smoked meats, finely aged whiskeys,
Spider
and all
meat.
this sorts, and spider meat if you want it for some reason.
It's a delicacy.
It'll make me immune to poison.
Make you very
For 1
virile.
hour.
And this is where we will end for the day. Unless you guys would like to talk to one another real quick, in which case you can.
We can call it there. We can talk to each other next session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I just want to make sure because
Fair.
I know it was running a little long.
But
I
thank
hope
you guys.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you everyone for playing, and thank you even more to everyone listening. Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to another outing of our party. If you enjoyed and want to support us, like and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all at Imaginary Paradise. One word. Except for Twitter, which for whatever reason is only Imaginary Pair. And if you really, really love us, you can come donate to us on Patreon. We have some fun exclusives for you, and that can help us keep this thing going and improving. Thanks again for listening, everyone, and keep your imagination strong and your dice roll stronger. Stay chaotic.